Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there is something you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a 7 of Cups here. It feels like quicksand. It feels like we're kind of in a swamp right now. What is this for you, and how do we get out of it? Those are the questions, right? I think that the 7s have this implication of confidence, right? The number 7 to me represents Venus. It represents triumph. It represents love. It represents this idea that we can and we will overcome our obstacles. So we may feel like things have slowed down. We may feel that we're kind of like we're trying to walk through, wet cement or something, right? Well, let's see what else is going on. Let's see how we get out of this wet cement. Oh dear, now we've got an 8 of Cups. So it almost feels as if things are getting worse for you. This is kind of like we're in that wet cement, and it's kind of, why even keep trying to walk through it? Okay. But now we've got that Queen of Wands. Here's that confidence coming out. We've got that Sun energy. We've got that 6 of Wands, right? The victory, the triumph that we're talking about. Yeah. We've got that Ace. We're surrounded by fire. We're surrounded by very brilliant energy. So this might be a pretty sticky situation that you got yourself into, but we're going to get you out, okay? We've got a 10 of Wands, very fiery energy, Ace of Cups in the environment. Now we're getting back to the core issue here. What we want, what we desire, what we're looking for in life. What is our true love? Now another 6, fire to earth, 6 of Pentacles. And the Star. This is your destiny. And sometimes when we're on the path of our destiny, it may feel like we're walking through quicksand, or we're trying to, we're trying to plod through wet cement, and it gets stickier and drier and stiffer. And we start to think, why am I even doing this? What is the point of all of this? If it's just, like we keep spending our energy in this wet cement, but it's just drying in the process and we're not getting out of it. So why even fight it, right? But isn't that the key to quicksand, right? Stop trying to get out of it. The more we wrestle in that way, the tighter the kind of the suction, right? And the grip of that quicksand pulling us down. So it's really kind of an interesting problem. It's almost like we solve the problem by not trying to solve the problem. I want to select the mystery card right away. All right, let's do that now before we get into all of the rest of this energy. This is one random card from the Smith. Look at that. Look what card just fell out. It happens to be the Knight of Cups. That is your superpower card, right? And what is that but fire and water, right? Fire and water, fire and water. Very nice. Spirit has a sense of humor. This is going to be our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're just going to set it down over here. We'll put Alien Simon Mork Ripley right on top. And we're not going to look at that card, of course, until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card might be, I want you to put a prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise. Okay. Now let's take a look around the room. Where are the major arcana as well, at the beginning and the end? From sun to star, right? it's kind of like we have this self-realization, or maybe this is even what we perceive. We think we know what our fate is. We think we know where this journey is taking us, around and around a certain orbit, but we really don't, right? And it could be also, with these two cards, it could be the joining of two different stars, right? And what I mean by that is we could be experiencing our life as a kind of solitary being, right? As this is us kind of alone, right, in our spiritual energy. But maybe with the Knight of Cups and with the Star and with the Ace of Cups, I wonder if there's a new love that's coming in your life right now. Yeah. I wonder if that's the change that we're looking for, because we've got this water energy. A 7 and 8 of Cups. Things are bad. Things are getting worse. I wonder if this has to do with love. I wonder if this has to do with romance, with emotion, with passion, with partnership. I wonder if you're looking for a soulmate. No, I don't think you're looking for one. I don't think you're looking for that divine counterpart. But I think it's looking for you. I think maybe we don't know that we're looking for it. Okay? This might be the first true romance reading that we've ever had on this channel. But I think that this is the feeling that you've been through a lot of not so good relationships. And we're looking for one that is meaningful. And it's funny that we got that Knight of Cups, because that is your power card for one thing. But it's also the card about giving and receiving love and affection. This is the card of the reciprocating energy. We give and we receive equally, with an equal, like it's reciprocating, it's balanced, you know. It doesn't mean that it's equal. Because equal would be, I'm giving you something and you're giving the same thing back to me, you know. And we don't want the same thing back. I just gave it to you. I don't want it back. I want your equivalent of that, right? I give you a gift. I don't want you to just turn around and give me the exact same thing. I would have just bought it myself. We tend to give the equivalent, right? It has still a deep meaning, but it's somebody else's unique expression of love toward us. So this is the giving and receiving of love on that kind of, you know, equivalent level. And I just thought that was an important distinction. But I think this is what you either consciously are looking for, or maybe you're realizing that this is what you're looking for. Because I feel like things have just been lackluster. You know, you haven't been getting the same kind of enjoyment out of life, right? And I think you've accomplished a lot. We've got this Sun card behind you. I think you know yourself. I think you've had a lot of successes in your life. I think you're very much aware of your own power, your own energy, your own creativity. With the Sun card, I feel like you're probably pretty successful at your job or career or whatever your kind of whatever your daily work is, right? But I feel like there's something missing. We just feel like the pleasure of life, the joy of life, feels, the emotional component has this kind of quicksand or this kind of wet cement feeling to it. Okay? And it really doesn't feel like it's getting any better. Of course, 7 to 8, right? It's kind of it's getting incrementally worse. But there's a new light dawning. There's a new realization. This is a moment. I think this is a very abrupt moment. I think you're meeting somebody in a very strange way. This is going to be like, I don't know exactly. This is one of these kind of chance encounters. You know, it's kind of like you're just bumping into them on the street or something, right? It's meeting somebody in a rather weird way, and there's some object that's missing, and I feel like it's your search for this object, or this, I don't know what you lost. You lost something, but Spirit's kind of you're like looking. It's an odd picture, but you've got the magnifying glass, and you're just kind of over the ground looking for something, looking for a clue, looking for an object. Looking for a path. I don't know, but there's something that has been that has gone missing. And you're out there looking for, I don't know, maybe you're looking for your dog or something. And it'd have to be a small dog, I guess, with a magnifying glass. But it's in that search for something else that you bump into, I think, what this true love soulmate kind of person is going to be for you. Very, very interesting. I think it's somebody that you wouldn't normally even want to talk to, if I can say that. It doesn't seem like it's somebody that you really notice right away. And so it takes you bumping into them for you to say, oh, hey, it could be that we're searching for our path, that we feel like we've lost our way. And that's what we've been trying to find our way, and not realizing everything that's around us. You know what I mean? That we're so focused. We got the magnifying glass and we're looking at the ground and we're following just that. We're just looking right there. We think we're going to find it. It's here somewhere. It's like we lost a contact lens, Whereas if we just lift up our head and look around, I think we would see the love, the joy, the beauty, the success, the triumph that's all around us. Yeah. So we're looking for something. It feels like we lost something, but it's all around us, right? That's the impression that I'm getting. I feel like you're ready for a big change. We're ready to get out of this quicksand, okay? Someone in your life I also feel is having or has had issues with their breathing. Somebody near you is on oxygen, right? And I don't know if it's you or if you're taking care of somebody. Maybe you're a caregiver for somebody else. They have an R in their name. First or last initial is going to be that R name. Okay. Anyway, Spirit sends these details to me sometimes as confirmations or as validations of some of the energy that we're in. If those details aren't meant for you, don't worry about that, right? Leave them for the next person. A lot of fiery energy here. And so to me, there's really this active energy. We are looking for something. And maybe it's you looking for this perfect partner, this true love, this soulmate. You're looking for like your life partner. And we're so actively engaged in that, looking. And at the end of the day, didn't find them, right? We did not find them, so we are still in the quicksand at the end of the day, right? Tomorrow's another day, we'll wake up, we'll keep looking for this. Now, I don't want to limit it to just romance, okay? When I see an Ace of Cups, we don't know what it is. This is your true love. Now, this could be a person. It could be that soulmate situation. This could be romance, yeah. But this could be a different kind of true love. This could be that sense of destiny, that sense of purpose. This is something that gives your life meaning. This is something, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for the Ace of Cups, the source of all of your kind of creative energy. You're looking for your true self. You're looking for your beloved, your relationship with God, goddess, deity, right? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestor, whatever it is. You're looking for that spiritual connection with yourself, with the universe, and maybe it's coming through the form of another person. Yeah. You're looking for your life purpose, your mission in life. But this could be taking a lot of different forms. Okay, it feels like it's kind of one of these romantic comedy kind of movies where you're busy searching for something, you bump into somebody, and you come to soon realize that that's the person you've been looking for, It feels like that. But I know you're looking for a relationship with life, right? With energy, with the universe, with spirit that is reciprocating. I feel like you have a lot to offer, especially when we think of this Sun card back here and all of this success that you've had. Again, I think that you've either done well in like a career or a business, or you have some achievements under your belt. I don't know exactly what they are, but I feel like you've reached a lot of goals in your life. Okay, but this is a goal that we haven't yet reached. This is a goal that it's kind of like, again, we can't try to find it. It has to just happen. It has to happen organically, naturally, spontaneously. And I feel like that's what we're coming together with right now. Even the sixes, right? Talk about that. The sixes at first I thought were, because it's fire and earth, right? I thought that this was your financial success or your career success. And I still think that it is. But I think that we want this absolute perfect day. We want the harmony of the six. Any of the sixes represent the experience of beauty and harmony. Each one of the sixes is like the best day of your life. You know, the absolute perfect, I wouldn't change a thing about today. That's what you want. You want that feeling. You want the feeling like there's nothing missing from this moment. But we've got the 7 and 8 of cups that says something. I've got to find it. Something's missing from today, right? But so this is our ideal, okay? And what the 6 of Pentacles is, I think, is it's what we don't want. It's in the position of kind of the energy we don't want. And this is a lot of physical, financial, business, career kind of thing. This is like a card that says, yeah, it's the best day of my life. I wouldn't change a thing about this in the physical sense. Like, I've got my health. I've got, financially, I'm doing well. In my career, I'm very successful. That sort of thing. But there's something else that's kind of fundamental, that water energy, right? What we really want is a 6 of cups. Because otherwise, all of our let's say financial success or business success, all of these goals that we're reaching, we need the meaning behind them. And I'm not saying that it's another person that gives your life meaning. Again, this doesn't necessarily even mean a person that we're talking about. But this Ace of Cups, this sense of purpose, the sense of meaning and destiny, the one true love of our lives. This is spirit, right? This is source. And this is the emotional relationship, the deep spiritual, intuitive, emotional connection in life. With all of life and with particular parts of life. People, pets, plants, whatever. Okay. So I don't want to confuse that. I don't want it to seem like we need another person in order to give our lives meaning. No, we're on a search for meaning. And that might take, the form of another person or a romantic relationship, but it's a relationship with everything. Yeah. Our one true love, our meaning of life, our purpose, our self, our spirit, God, goddess, deity, right? Source. That's what we're searching for. And it's kind of like the more you search for it, the more elusive it becomes. Yeah. But we need that in order to fulfill the rest of our lives, because it seems like we have a lot of financial success, we're reaching a lot of milestones, we've got a lot of goals under our belt. You've achieved a lot in your life, yeah, but there's this need for meaning beneath it all. Otherwise all of our achievements are just kind of empty vessels. Yeah, and we don't want empty vessels in our lives, right? We want everything to be as full as possible. The Queen of Wands underneath here. It's interesting because this is water of fire, and your power card is kind of the fire of water, right? So it's kind of an inside-out energy, these two. And in some ways, this is telling me that, yeah, we're looking for that complementary energy in life. We don't want to just, meet ourselves and have a relationship with ourselves. We want that complementary energy. It's not that we want the opposite of ourselves, They say opposites attract, but I don't, I guess. What we're looking for is that kind of relationship. And we could be talking about business relationships. I don't know. We could be talking about, our animals, our animal family. We could be talking about our friend group, our creative group, our band. Maybe you're in a band. Maybe you're in a play, and these are all the other, actors and stuff. We're looking for this harmony that exists when you have qualities that I don't have. And together we fit in perfectly like a puzzle. You can't have a puzzle where every piece is exactly the same. It just doesn't do anything, right? Nor can you have opposite things. You can't have a piece of a puzzle and then, a unicorn or something. We need complementary pieces. Okay? And that's how we kind of build this mesh of a life, where there is this harmony, there is this balance, there's a resonance between all of the pieces of the puzzle, right? They fit together, and then when you step back and look at it, it creates a bigger picture, right? It creates a bigger life. It creates a world or a universe, And so I think that's kind of what we're looking for. Maybe there's even what we're looking for is partly this sense of belonging. The sense of, I feel like I'm a puzzle piece, but where are the other pieces? Where am I supposed to fit in? What picture am I helping to make? So anyway, the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups, kind of inside out energies, and I wonder if at times we get into this very ambitious fire energy mode, because there's a lot of fire here, I got to tell you. And even with the Ten of Wands here, which we got to talk about that, I wonder if sometimes we get into this energy of striving, of searching, of doing, of asserting ourselves and taking charge and striving for things and going after things, rather than embracing a little bit of the water and just letting things kind of flow. It's almost like with all the fire, we're trying to force something. Okay? And yes, I think we're very disciplined. I think we're very, very ambitious. You're very successful in what you do. But this is one of those things that we can't just take charge and get it done, So all this fire energy, we got to turn it down. And that's why we've got a Ten of Wands, because it's just too much. It's too much striving. It's not enough yielding. Too much gas pedal, not enough coasting. Maybe even got to hit the brake, right? And I wonder if this is supposed to be the red light, If this is kind of saying, hey, let's learn to dial this, because we have an Ace and a 10 of Wands from 0 to 60. Right? 0 to 100. And so maybe we have to dial it back a little bit. Maybe we're always kind of operating on this high level of, it almost feels like this high energy level, like almost anxiety. Yeah. Because it seems like we're always dialed up to a 10, and maybe we've got to dial that back a little bit. Okay. The person on oxygen, though, the R-name person, I feel like they've passed now. I feel like it's somebody that you were taking care of, but I feel like they've transitioned into spirit, right? I thought it was somebody maybe that you were living with, but I feel like they've already transitioned. Yeah, but I feel like their energy is still with you, so I think it was maybe recently. You have my condolences for your loss. That person is still with you spiritually. Okay. I don't know male. I'm kind of thinking female, but I'm not sure. But I know that they had the oxygen thing. Yeah, the breathing was kind of the difficult for them, at least at the end, right? But they are still with you in spirit. And I wonder if that has something to do with the way we're kind of experiencing the energy of life right now. And I don't know who that person, if they were a spouse, maybe. And now it's kind of, it's changing things. Yeah. It's changing things. Anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the star, right? Let's talk about that. We all have a path in life. Okay. We all have a particular fate or destiny, and we could look at it as having a destination, right? We're all going to end up somewhere specific, right? We know eventually we're going to end up somewhere. How we get there, I feel like, is up to us, and what kind of experience we have getting there. The destination is determined, but the journey itself is kind of open to chance and randomness and coincidence. Ultimately, there is no coincidence. Okay, there is no such thing as random anything. Everything is influenced by everything else, but that's kind of not really the point. I think I think that you are, you're at a place in your path right now where you are ready for these big changes. And we feel as if we've got to initiate these changes, that we have to always be using our will and our intention. Okay, all the fire energy here. And we do, yes, I don't want to take away from that kind of personal power. But at the same time, I feel as if we kind of need to keep the destination in mind. Okay? Otherwise, I think we start to feel the anxiety, the chaos, where it's just like, I'm doing so much, but I'm doing nothing. I'm going everywhere, but I'm going nowhere. So we need spirit to, we need everything else to quiet down so we can see the lighthouse, right? We need to turn down the lights of the city so we can see the stars, or a particular star. And that goes back to the very beginning, where it feels like we kind of knew what our orbit was. But then I think something changed. It may be the transition of the loved one into spirit. Yeah. And so now it kind of feels like I don't know where my star is going. I don't know where my path is taking me. I don't know my orbit or my journey through life anymore. I thought I did. I thought everything was planned out. Now it's not. Now I realize that it's not that determined. Spirit is offering you a lighthouse, okay? And it is through our intention, it's through all this fire energy that we have to make progress on the path. We have to see the destination. We have to see where we're going. We need that guiding light, that starlight. And then we got to figure out how to get there. Right? I mean, it reminds me of, like, I don't know, Lord of the Rings or something. We know where we're going. That right there, up that hill, on that top of that mountain, on that star. That's where we're going. But now, look at all the difficult things we got to do to get there. You know, we could take the route over here. We could take the route over there. I don't know. But what we need to do is point all of our energy at that particular star. So we have to know, I think, what we need in life, what we want, what this true love energy is, what this Ace of Cups is for us. And all the fire energy can be resolved into this one will, this Ace of Wands. Okay? And I think that this is the resolution of all of this anxiety. Because I feel like now we know where we need it. We see the star. Now it's just a matter of every choice, every action, every thought, word, and deed headed in the same direction. And yeah, it's going to maybe be a long and winding road, but we know where we're going now. We know what we want. We know what we need. And it could be part of the reason why we feel this wet cement or this quicksand is because we're just kind of flailing around. And then the quicksand, the suction kind of gets, there's too much activity. We're doing too much. We're burning a lot of calories, but we're not really doing anything. You see? Let's look at the mystery card. I think this is going to bring it all home. Maybe Chariot. Then I'd get to ring the bell again. Maybe, gosh, I'm only really feeling the Chariot here because I feel like this is kind of about the sense of purpose, the sense of having a reason to be in the Chariot and on this journey, right? Where we have to find a reason why we're still on the road. Where are we going, If you have a prediction, I want you to put it down in the comments. Let's see. Oh, 9 of Pentacles. Well, this is perfect. This is living your best life. This is now engaged in this kind of work. Now we realize why we're on the road. So it's, to me, it's just as, I was right anyway, right? It's basically the Chariot. We're living our best life. And now we realize the purpose behind all of these other energies, the purpose behind all of our achievements. And we're still on the road. We're still on the path. We're still achieving more. We still have more goals. We're learning where Spirit is directing us, what that destination is. And this is the card that says we're going to have a heck of a good time on this journey. It's the road trip that we really enjoy, you know. And so it feels to me like we're still actively engaged with life. We still have goals, and we are still pursuing those goals. But now our energy seems calm. It seems focused. It seems directed in a certain way, like the Ace of Wands, right? Instead of this kind of chaotic fire a little bit everywhere, it's just more, it's calm, and it's very intentional, but it knows when to slow down. It knows when to yield. We don't feel like we have to rush everywhere. Yeah. And that, I think, is because of that little snail on the bottom of the card. It says, hey, slow down. Enjoy the ride. You know, enjoy the process of living your life. And I think that this is really when we realize what our Ace of Cups is, it gives a whole new meaning to life, right? And like in a literal way. And allows us to slow down and enjoy the present. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. I know where I'm going. It's waiting for me over there. I'm going to enjoy the process of living, you know, and getting to that destination. So I think this is a really, really good confirmation card. We're making progress toward the goal, yes, but we're also enjoying the ride there, you know. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading if you want to stick around. There's a link in the corner. There's one down below. New readings for Cancer every Tuesday and Friday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. Okay. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.